If you master these 7 habits, you're going to have so much more energy to run your business and actually get to your next 5 or 10K per month as an online fitness coach, online wellness coach, nutrition coach, any type of online mentoring or coaching services. And it wasn't until I learned to master these 7 habits, I was able to stay in shape. I was able to improve the amount of energy I was showing up with on a day-to-day basis and actually deliver for my clients, get amazing results and make more money, which is important. And you might be wondering, okay, but I'm busy, I'm grinding. If you're a personal trainer, you're on the gym floor with clients all day. This is how you can actually optimize your time and energy to be able to improve all of those aspects. And as business owners, we get stuck in the nitty gritty of running day-to-day operations. So I'm going to just kind of break down how to really improve your energy with my 7 energy habits. So the first thing is pretty obvious, and you're going to say to me, Jav, it's not really that special, but optimizing your time for sleep optimization. And this is where most coaches get it wrong, and they basically don't prioritize sleep at all. Even if you're a personal trainer, which a typical lifestyle of a personal trainer is, you're busy Monday to Friday, you do sessions on the weekends, you wake up early in the morning, sometimes 4 or 5 in the morning just to get to your PT session. And then you wake up, do a session, and you got a split shift. So like in between the middle of the day, you won't have any clients, so you're not busy. So you might go home, or maybe you can't go home because the gym's far. So you sit around in the gym all day, you do nothing, and then you do your evening sessions, which can run up to as late as 10, sometimes 11 p.m. I've seen PTs coach that late. So that is not optimizing your diary for sleep. So guess what? You have to take a risk, and you do have to make sacrifices. The sacrifice that you have to make, which is not always fun, but it's necessary, is basically you have to say no to PTing people for a certain time. Have your set diary and time that you coach people, and that's it. If people can't meet outside these times, you don't PT them. That gives you more hours and time to work on your online business and get clients online. Okay, so yes, it's harder. Yes, it requires you to sacrifice maybe a little bit of quick change that you would make with face-to-face PT. But I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Like, it's not gonna harm you to do this. I just want you to understand that, because a lot of coaches get a little bit worried about, if I don't PT, I'm gonna lose money, and It's not about that. Okay, so that's number 1, sleep optimization. The next thing is planned downtime, which goes kind of hand in hand with sleep optimization, but the difference is you actually need to plan your downtime. So I do this all the time, and people make jokes about it, but I'm single, right? And I still plan like date night, even if I ain't got a date. Obviously, you know me, I'm busy, I got dates. But even if I ain't got a date, on my Friday, there's date night. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, I have set times to do something. Every couple of weeks, I have set times where I have to see a family member, sister, my brother's in America, but sister, dad, other sister, my mother, whatever. I set time aside to do social things. I set time aside to see friends. So the point I'm making here is you need to plan your downtime. Plan time where you're off the grid. People can't reach out to you. No one can book calls with you. No one can take up space in your diary. You cannot build a lifestyle full of energy without this. And these are habits that I've employed pretty much my whole life, but especially as of recently, where I've become a lot more busy with coaching clients online and getting busy with not face-to-face online clients, which is very, very important. All right, so plan downtime. The next thing is to use a reverse alarm. So these are the 7 habits, right? And this habit is something that has allowed me to get to bed a lot earlier. If you're a coach, face-to-face, online, obviously, if you want to build an online business, I would say to you that if you can win the morning, you win the day. And I personally have decided that, getting up at 6 and 5:30 is that's my magic time. And that's where I actually get a majority of work done. Then throughout the day, I can just focus on making content like this. I can do some client fulfillment to make sure that my clients are getting results. I can really just put my head in the game of, okay, this is how I can move my business forward and make more money with energy. To do this, I set a reverse alarm, an alarm that actually tells me to go to sleep, not to wake up. So I try to get into bed before 10:30 every single night. If I'm up later than 10:30, I might have been binging Netflix or something, or YouTube, but it's very odd that I do that, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of those people that say, oh, no phones in bed. I will like have my iPad in bed. I'll take notes. I'll write down notes. But I'm not like someone that's like stuck to, how to describe this? I'm not stuck to like these habits. I don't feel like it makes me any special or better. So what I do is I set my reverse alarm 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then obviously by then I've showered, I've eaten usually at that time. So I can just go tuck myself into bed easy, brush my teeth, I'm good. So set your reverse alarm, because the reason a lot of you can't wake up in the morning is because you don't plan anything the day before. Which then leads me to number 4. This habit gives me so much energy, and it is planning ahead. So when I say plan ahead, I don't just mean, write your intentions for the week. I literally mean when you sign off for the day, you should write like 2 to 3 of your most important tasks that need to get done for the following day. So it's Monday as of me making this video. Today at 5:30, I'm going to switch off, right? I'm going to go Muay Thai, kickboxing. It's back-to-back sessions. I train for 2.5 hours and I'm done. Yeah. But before I do that, I know when I get back, I'm not going to do anything. I'm probably going to watch a little bit of YouTube. I'm going to eat and I'm going to go to sleep. So because I know all of this, what I do is before I go, I basically write down 3 things I need to do tomorrow. And that's going to be, it will be a task around some client fulfillment. It will be a task around managing our sales team or content creation or something like that. For me right now, the biggest levers moving this business forward is content creation, stuff like YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on, YouTube videos and creating courses so that we can sell these courses, right? And slowly improve the memberships. So that's kind of it. Like I plan ahead. So you should be planning ahead. What's the 3 things you need to do tomorrow? Don't give yourself a big to-do list and don't wait till the day to do your to-do list. That's the biggest mistake people make. Number 5 is unplug. You need to unplug from life for a little bit. And I mean like long periods of being out of the game, a week or 2 where you just kind of zone out. And this, especially if you've already got an online business and you're making money online, unplugging is important for you because you're already plugged in so much. You're listening to so much content. You're already doing all of these things. So unplugging is very, very important. The next thing, and you're probably thinking, why didn't I say this earlier? But this is mainly for coaches, so you guys should already be doing this, but your nutrition. It's kind of crazy that I see so many like coaches that are already, that are like fat. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Well, I do kind of, but like if you're overweight as a coach, you're not practicing what you preach. You're not living your truth and you're not being a leader. So people don't buy from people that can't lead them. So as a coach, I've never been out of shape, right? And I understand that some coaches are out of shape because you don't prioritize yourself. You keep putting everything else in front of yourself. So maybe your PT sessions are so crazy, you're so busy on the gym floor that you're fitting in sessions around that. You're fitting in oatmeal and effing whatever you're eating in between that session and that session. That is not the key to success. That is not the key to success. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you need to start putting yourself first from a nutritional aspect. You need to be eating at the right times. You need to be fueling yourself correctly, eating carbs at the right time, making sure you're managing your caffeine intake, making sure you're hitting enough protein. And if you have your meal timings on point and you're filled with energy at the right points of the day, then that's going to work perfectly for you. Like I know that I can't shoot content in the evening. I'm very like low energy, boom, boom, boom. I also know that in the middle of the day, I have like I have a half an hour block where I just eat and I watch YouTube, then I'm back to work. And that's my kind of like guilty pleasure for the day. Because I really do focus my energy like during the main hours of the day where I'm either on sales calls or I'm doing all these things. So your nutrition is very, very important. And if you need to get a nutritionist, get one. Point number 7, and this is kind of the be all and end all of everything when it comes to online and managing your time for effectiveness. And it is basically your purpose, man. Like if you don't have a purpose, you can't build an online business. It can't just be because you want money. Like we all want money. Like I don't know anybody on the planet that wants to be broke. Like no one wants to be broke. But just because you want money doesn't mean you're going to get money. So the reason I say that to you is essentially you need to start thinking about the ability and your ability to set out and achieve what you plan to achieve. Like for me, I'm not optimizing my life for money anymore. Not because I'm rich or have an endless amount of money. I definitely don't. I could always make more money, but I'm optimizing my life for money, but also energy and time. I want to have loads of energy and I want to have loads of time. So I know that if I have the right purpose, the purpose gives you energy. So like when I was doing fitness coaching, it got to a point where I was actually getting more tired because my purpose wasn't to coach people to get in shape anymore. I don't feel like I need to share that journey. And it was hard for me to share that journey because I realized that I'm not filled with energy to talk to people about their excuses about why they don't want to get in shape. Like that doesn't fill me with energy anymore. I was just losing energy doing that. So you've got to have a purpose. And I realized that at this moment in my life, my purpose of changing physical bodies was no longer that. Like I love helping people get in shape. I've got over like 100 clients. I've got over 50 transformations. I've achieved that. But it wasn't my purpose. So you need to work out, is building an online business and having that freedom to be able to work when you want to work, is that your purpose? Or is it just something you want to do because you're a personal trainer on the gym floor? Like it has to become your purpose. It can't just be like a joke or else you're going to be stuck. So those are the few things that I would say. Those are the 7 things, basically, the 7 daily habits to optimize your energy so you can grow your business to where you want it to get to. Sorry. And it might feel like, okay, Jav, that was a whole bunch of this, whole bunch of that. But if you just take each step and take the information I gave you, I promise you, your business will thrive. You'll have more energy. You'll show up more effectively on a day-to-day basis, and you'll be the business owner that you've always dreamed of. Because if you don't get these things right, if you don't get them on point, how can you achieve the kind of business and the kind of monetary goals that you want in your life? You can't. Because again, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you want to know exactly the step-by-step process that I've been using to help coaches and personal trainers get off the gym floor or even quit their full-time job so they can do this full-time, watch this case study that I did with Stephen, where we broke down the exact steps that he needed to take to get into a 7K per month as an online coach and quit his full-time IT job. Peace.